Oh, I got enough spells for you, my friend. I'm not gonna use that spell. It's a little too strong. I wonder if I use a healing spell. Can I heal the friendly ones as well? Ooh, they're dying. Okay, I cannot heal them. That sucks. Tatu left. Oh, there he is. See you soon enough. This is not over. Yeah, my friend. We will find you, don't worry. Alright, looting, looting, looting. Just crap. That's just so boring. Why don't they give something nice? Magical items would be nice. At least this is a good item I can sell. Oh.
No, backwards.
Okay, I can help. I can help. Jesus, okay. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, fiercely cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scarred ponies when it slid down the ford, sinking all the way up to the coachman's seat in the river. This was where the Skink River flows into the Tusk water, and the current becomes excessively spiteful. Cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skink River must have decided to drag it down amid all the commotion, but it was caught in the act. The surviving gnomes... What is this? The surviving gnomes, led by the head of the gnome expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some managerial talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red and grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Just then, a package fell into the water. With a heartbreaking splash, it vanished beneath the current, only to resurface 10 meters down the river. No, the head of the gnome expedition moaned as he glared at the package. There was alchemy in life, and not as issues. After plunging into the cold river, the ponies immediately lost their nerve, swiveling their ears and twitching. They tried to chew through the reins and throw off the load. You're just standing around, go and help them. The head of the gnome expedition was visibly dissatisfied as he shouted. Alright, I will help. Stop moving this. It's like kinda bugged around. Let me click it. Okay, now it's working. I'm not sure what the best... We set the crowbar under the cart's wheel. Let's just go for that. But the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds. Oh, okay, that's just the same text. Set under the wheel, the crowbar wedged into position against the stone on the riverbed, making the process of pulling the cart out of the river easier. Or you're just standing around. Go on. Help them. Oh, well, it's just repeating. I like that I at least marked the text that's new, but I keep falling for it. We tied a rope to the cart. 1, 2, 3. And the rope was securely tied to the cart, making it easier to pull out. A good lesson for every adventurer. Never leave home without a rope. Rope is your best friend. This is exactly why I got one. I figured I would need it eventually. Right, choose one of us is tied to jump onto the cart and tie the ponies still standing in the water. I think I'm gonna go for that. Someone surely is strong enough. Does a marked one mean... Oh, I guess if I can have either one, either the mobility or the lore check. So I'm gonna go for... Oh, okay, it's adding it. Alright, I'm gonna go for Miri. Oh, I failed at him. Miri tripped on the edge of the cart and fell awkwardly on the roof, startling the already frightened ponies even more. Miri! Jesus. The ponies seemed to be relieved to feel a firm hand holding the reins again. They calmed down at once and allowed themselves to be unhitched. In just a few moments they were just standing back at the fort, ready to pull the cart from the river. Nice. Gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. If you're certain you're ready, then let's do it. But be careful. Imagine the cart's full of gold, or ale, or some other thing you couldn't bear to lose. Well, you're frowned. Better you should trust in our dignity than our greed, Sir Gnome. The gnome rolls his eyes. For God's sake, whatever. Just pull the cart. Okay. We tried to pull the cart. Oh boy. The part creaked and cracked, sounding as though it were sobbing. The board stained against the combined stress of the rushing water's pull, against everyone trying to pull the cart ashore. Fortunately for the cart, both sides were of equal strength. Something had to be done, or the poor cart would be torn to pieces. Okay, which one am I best at? Why is my lore -1? Fuck. I have nothing. Nothing but... Okay, I can go for charisma. Everyone was soaking wet, freezing and exhausted. The group's initial enthusiasm had all but vanished. They glared at the cart scornfully, ready to give up and forgot about it like it was all a bad dream. The Baron decided it was time to raise everyone's spirit. Be it with a smile, a noble order, some shouting, or even a good round of swearing. He got that! Nice! After everyone struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out of the muddy riverbed and rolled back onto the rocky ground of the waiting fort, prompting some seemingly indignant sloshes and squelch as the river released its trophy and rushed along in search of easier prey. Jesus, what a mouthful. Losing no time, the head of the gnome expedition jumped inside. For a good while, rattling and swearing were all that could be heard from the cart, until the gnome's face finally reappeared from under the rooftop, seemingly satisfied. Almost everything is still in place, he announced cheerfully, jumping from the cart. It's all wet and crumbled, but at least nothing's missing. Thank you, travelers. If not for your help, guided by my keen supervision, of course, I'd have had to say goodbye to all my possessions. You are welcome. What about a reward? I wanna get paid. Come here, my vigilant savior. Let me have a word with you, okay? I'm here. The gnome that stands before you wears dirty and ragged clothes. He used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone. His black hair is matted, a deep fresh scratch crosses his cheek. Despite of his rather pathetic look, oof, the gnome behaves with inner dignity and even managed to maintain a superior manner.
Jubilost Nartropple, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed. By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Oh, at least some of my
have no idea who you are.
Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
I have no idea.
Sounds like your servants are nothing but tools to you. Truly, with masters like that, being a servant is not much of an improvement over being a slave.
What's this then? Run along, little girl, the grown-ups are talking.
Oh, Jesus, man.
So, you're not only arrogant, but a boorish swine as well. Why am I not surprised at all?
Don't anatogize. I don't know how to spell that. My teams. You little gnome.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment.
Oh, I literally just yesterday got crowned as a baron. I took it away from bandits. What do you want me to do?
So, how did you say your barony was called? Whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
Can I drone this guy? Can I just give him back to the kobolds? Just attack them? I don't want to save him.
Think too highly of yourself, Sir Gnome. Behave with some dignity while you're on these lands.
Oh,
Exactly.
I see, the very spirit of knighthood embodied. So, what do you propose me to do, Sir Knight? Should I lie?
By no means. But you shall not be so blunt. I bid you to express your opinion in a more courteous form.
Your problem, Sir Knight, is that you worry too much about form and appearance. Unsurprisingly so, considering your pretty face.
Ooh.
As for me, I worry solely about the content.
That's not the person you want to comment on her beauty. She's so annoyed by that. Oh, she blushes. Verily blushes even more and turns away. It seems to you that the gnome has stepped on her toes. For someone who values content so highly, you seem pretty quick to make superficial judgments.
Oh, is that so? I would deem it necessary to inform you that...
Please, don't waste your words and time on this buffoon. Especially because of me.
Alright, don't worry. How do you know I'm a baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being
Jesus.
greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
I don't know who you are. I don't know. Wait. My text. I don't know you'd come.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
Oof, this guy is just throwing insults around. I don't like your manners of speaking, gnome.
So what? I don't like a lot of things. You know what I do when I don't like something? I try to change it. For example, I don't like your barony's roads, so I've reported to the authorities about it, namely, you. And as for you, instead of pouting, you better get down to business and try to resolve the trouble.
I'm the baron, right? I could just, imprison this guy and never let him see the light of the day again. That's within my rights.
I can see it's your first encounter with the freedom of speech. Just do what you consider right, and let others discuss it. You know, not everyone gets a chance to become a baron, so discussing a baron's actions is actually all the unlucky ones can do.
All right, let's be good. Let's be chaotic good. Actually, I don't mind the freedom of speech.
Wow, a baron supporting freedom of speech. Well, that's news. Remains to be seen what you'll say after